do you first.
I was just going to ask, as far as the panel of judges for the new pier, I was just going to ask if you considered putting an architect from the original firm that built the pier on the panel?
No, and that architect is still here. His name Bill Harvard, and yeah, there were. I mean, was there? Yeah, there was some consideration, but it didn't play out like that. We're going to do something nice to remember the old pier and make sure that Mr. Harvard's design does not just become a faint memory. So yeah, we'll make sure he's recognized.
What is the tipping point for the Rays in terms of staying in the city or a new stadium or stadium Hillsborough? Well, is there a certain? I mean, just for me, it's just reading the paper. It's a lot of talk, you know, and I don't see anything concrete happening. And it's a major league team. I mean, how detrimental do you think it would be to the city if we lost the Rays?
Oh, it'd be huge. It's not my intent to lose the Rays to any other area.
Oh, I know. I've read your interest. I'm very
I
happy
mean,
to hear that. But
I've met with Mr. Sternberg, and he has not softened his position that he wants to look outside of the area. And I've offered that if suitability of your facilities is in question, then let's look at areas in St. Petersburg or properties in the Gateway area that abut St. Pete. And there's plenty of potential areas out there. A Gateway site was cited as one of the top 3 sites by the ABC Coalition final report, and Mr. Sternberg seems to love the ABC Coalition report. So there's no reason not to look at one of the proposed areas for new stadium construction, and it works. The transportation elements work. The fact that eventually some type of rail or people mover system could go into that. You've got interstate accessibility. There's a lot of land that's government owned out there as a potential site. There's also land, is it something I said?
I have
Are you a Rays fan?
So I have an interview.
Oh, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Smile. So, I mean, there are some sites here that would absolutely work. But until he decides that he's going to look here, I'm not letting him look in Tampa or Hillsborough County. That's not going to happen. So the tipping point, I don't know. I mean, we just agreed to disagree right now. And hopefully they'll win the World Series, and we'll all continue to be very proud of his team. But he's worried about his future and sustainability. I do too. But it's a regional team. I get it. I recognize it's Tampa-based team. But nobody in Tampa Bay, nobody has invested more in getting baseball, building a facility, keeping baseball, and supporting baseball than the people of St. Petersburg and Pinellas County. Nobody. We didn't get a penny from Tampa or Hillsborough County. So the idea that this agreement that everybody agreed to drop would work through 2027. Here we are in 2011, and we've literally been talking about it for 2-3 years. No, they still have a lot to pay back. Just this whole area before we start talking about that. So tipping point. I don't know. We're prepared for anything. We know Major League Baseball could get involved. We're prepared for any and all legal scenarios, from a bankruptcy scenario to antitrust to just simple breach of contract and payment of damages to injunctive relief. And I haven't said anything here that I haven't said to Mr. Sternberg. So he knows we're prepared. And we'll continue to be prepared. But I'm also prepared, bless you, I'm also prepared to be a great partner. I mean, continue to be the hugest Rays fan and partner. And I've offered, I said to the Rays organization, give me a list of all of your corporate sponsors that didn't renew for a box or whatever. And if they're in St. Pete, I'll make a personal visit, a personal plea. If they're in Tampa, and this was last year, I said, Pam Iorio and I will go together. And she's agreed to make a personal plea. So we will go and help you get that corporate support that we know is important to your sustainability. And the response was, oh, that's not your job. Don't worry about it. Okay.